next, with the same period, what is going to be the value? Is it higher or lower or just the same? Yeah, it's higher, right? So if you increase the interest rates with the same period, then you will get higher value. For 5 years, 14,000 in comparison with 13,000, right? For 15 years, 41,000 in comparison with like 32. Okay. So this is about future value. When you finish all of your calculation for future value for point A and point B, then you can answer for point C. Relationship between interest rates, time, and future sums from the calculation, right? Positive relationship between interest rate and compound present sum. Then the second one, positive relationship, number of years, and the future value option. Right? So the larger interest rate and the longer you compound your money, you will get larger amount. So there is a positive relationship. Right? Do you have any questions on this future value? So straightforward, right? So please keep in mind that all of the value in this compounding or time value of money are in yearly period. So if you are talking about 6%, it means that 6% a year, right? Compounding, this power is in year period, right? So all numbers based on yearly period. Okay. Now move to question. Next question. Please be careful with point B because the compounding period is not yearly, right? But semi-annual and bi-monthly every 2 months. Point A is straightforward. We did in previous questions. Point B, please be careful with the compounding of period.
A is compounded.
Sorry?
A is compounded.
Yeah.
So semi-annual is 2 parts.
Semi-annual 1 year 2 times, right? lifetime compounding period. Right. That is called is decimal. That is for this. Right. 4,000 is
Oh,
separate.
what is it? If it's decimal, it's supposed to be common.
Yes, totally. Wow. So there is English standard, right? Yeah, that's reachable. Yeah.
That is common.
That is for decimal in English standard. Right?
Comma is alright, 1,000.
Yeah, it's a parental of thousands.
What do you mean by the same line?
Semi-annual is twice a year. Right? So if 1 year compounded one times, semi-annual compounded two times, bi-monthly compounded six times a year, right?
So I'm looking for 10 years in second hand.
Which one is it? What is it?
Will be using a compounding period that is semi-annual.
Yeah,
Question B uses from question A.
yeah, it's for question A, but you use the compounding period different from one.
Oh, even for me.
Different compounded, same from you. Exactly one thing, right? You guys done with point A?
Okay, again, for from the beginning, for the previous value and example for the
Oh, n is for like this. The n is 41, 45, to 15. So n is equals to 1, 5, and 15.
first the number.
Yeah, yes.
The question is like semi-annual. What's the name?
Yeah, semi-annual, but one year compounded twice, right?
So I need to.
Yeah, so you have to adjust the interest rate divided by 2, and then the number of years will be 2, right?
Where just the interest
The interest rate, yes, annual. So the 6% is annual interest rate. So if you do for, yeah,
for the bi-monthly divided by 6.
yeah,
No, no. Bakit ingin cek gitu? Ang sama ako yung
so please remember to adjust the interest rate, right? If you compound it semi-annual, then you have to divide the interest rate by 2. Okay? For bi-monthly compounding period, then you have to adjust the interest rate by 6. Right?
Oh, yeah. For C, it's invested for 5 years, also 5 years.
Yes. Calculate part A and B for 12% annual interest rate. So you recalculate A and B or C with different interest
And
rate.
the difference only the interest.
Yes.
Sudah 12% apa? Dapat coba bisa. Bisa. Bunga mati. Bunga mati. Bunga mati. Yang beda.
A, B.
Udah.
Okay, so this is for A, right? 6,000 compounded for 5 years, interest rate 6%. Right? And then recalculate
Rumus ada deh. Ada deh. Ada deh. Mau tak share?
semi-annual and then bi-monthly. 10 means twice a year times 5 years, right? 10. Okay. And then the second one, mm, bi-monthly, right? Sorry,
How many decimals do you use?
I think 2 is okay. 2 decimal points is fine. Right? All good?
Good.
Nice. And then for C, then we change the interest rates, right?
So,
So this for 5 years, and then semi-annual compounded 2 times 5, and then bi-monthly 6 times 5, right? Then annual compounding of 12 years, 12,000 something, right? Good. Do you have any questions on this? All clear? Good. Right. And then for 7E, what conclusion can you draw? Okay. Yeah. increase the interest rate will increase the future value. It's pretty similar with the first question. And the second one, increase the length of the holding period, increase the future value of the units. Right? Okay. Or you want to take a picture. All good? Okay. We move to next exercise then. It's a bit challenging now. So there are two interests in this question: simple interest and compounding interest. Good. So for year one, right? 10,000 US dollar with 11%, right? How much is it? 1,100, right? So this is the interest, right? At the end of first year, then you have 1100, and then year two, you start with 1100, yeah, and then you have 11% interest rates, and then 1100 times 11, something here, and then compound it here. Then start again in year three. So you break down.
We have to make that.
Yeah.
If we have to make that, or
You have to make these steps.
yes, or we can just use calculation.
You can choose calculation. So like this, right? So the first year, 11,100. And then for the beginning of year two, you get this 1100 times 11%. At the end of year two, you have 12,000 something. You start in year three by 12,000 something. So the total in year three would be 13,673.31.
So the question is asking the ending value, the future value, or the interest only?
The interest, the simple interest and the compounding interest. So this is the simple interest for each year is 1100. Right? Additional interest is 1 minus 255. So this one is the compounded interest from year 1, 2, and 3. And then each year you got like 11,000, right? It's 11,000 interest. And then total compounded minus 1100, sorry, 1100. Right? So you break down the compounded interest and simple interest.
Is that the understand?
Right? Yeah. So the simple interest means that you never get interest of interest, right? So simple interest is practically your value, your initial value times the 11%. So you have like 1,100 US dollar per year for simple interest. And so the component is from year one, year two, and year two. So the total compounded interest is 1,355.31 total in 3 years. Right? So the difference between the compounded interest and simple interest means that you just initial value times the 11%, right? You have 1,100 each year, and then the total for the year is 1,355. Then you just subtract 1,355 with 1,100. So the difference between compounded interest and the simple interest is 255. So without compounded interest, each year you will start with 10,000. 10,000 times 11%, and then for the second year again 10,000 times 11% without compounded interest.
Wait, shouldn't it be counted from the start of the first year?
You mean?
Shouldn't we count the result from the compounding interest is using by the final result of the compound interest minus the final result of the simple interest?
What is your calculation?
It's like this one. Jadi pokoknya maksudnya itu hitungnya kan result dari compounding sebenarnya harus kayak 600 kan hasil yang dari compounding interest dikurangi sama yang simple interest jadi totalnya 100.
Oh no, the compounding interest is only for the
That's for the last
yeah, the last one. Yeah. The question.
So the next slide, please. The 1,355. It's the interest.
Yeah, the compounded interest. That's the compounded interest, right? So if without compounded interest, then for the first year, 10,000, and then the second year is not 11,100, it's 10,000. So right, this is 10,000. Again, you have 1,100. And then on the third year, you start again with 10,000. So this is a simple interest, 11%, and then you get 1,100. But using compounded, you add the value of 10,000 in 1 year, 10,000, 1,100, so 10,000 plus 1,100, you start with compounded times 11%. So this is compounded.
So I can use the ending value. Cannot using the ending value.
The ending value. This one?
Yes.
This is not the compounded interest, right? The compounded interest is this. This is only the interest component. Yeah, only the interest, not the notional value. Right?
But isn't it actually a little bit weird? Like, why do we only count the last year? What about the first and second year? It should be counted, right?
Yeah, because the last year would be the total of compounded interest, right?
I think
1100,
it's on my mind.
1221.
If it's the total, it should be counted for first or second. But if the question is only the third year compound interest, then yeah, I think it is yes.
Okay, so how do you solve this question then?
Well, I think if the question refers to the total, I think I'll answer from yeah, that this is my calculation from the last total of the compound interest minus the simple interest after 3 years.
13,676
Minus 330
minus
1300 3300.
3,300. 3,300? No, right?
Because that's the result of the simple interest after 3 years.
So total would be this plus this one and plus this one again in year 3, right?
Yes, yes.
32. 32, 200.
3300. No, like this. Because I think if it refers to the total results from the company interest, what on my mind is actually the result from the total compounding interest after 3 years, 3676 minus the simple interest. Because yeah, it's a, because what's the question is the result from the compounding, right? So yeah,
How much is the
what I thought
compounding?
is actually
355. 1,355, right?
no. I used the total of after 3 years.
Total after 3 years is 1355, right? Where do you get those 3676?
Ending value.
Oh,
So yeah, I
13
yeah,
minus 10,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh,
Now that's not actually the compounded interest.
Because I think if the question refers to like this, I think if from what I actually understand, it should be only for the third year because the question is on the total.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah, but
total
no problem.
compounded interest is 1355, right?
But all right. So this is the formula.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. So the compounded is 1355.31 total for 3 years. And then each year you got like simple interest of 1100. So the difference is the total for 3 years, 1355 minus 1100. 255, right? So it's not from the total value, probably, as you said previously, 13,676. So we only focus on this compounded interest. Okay. Well, it's going to be tedious if the question is you have to break down in 10 years, right? Or 15 years, like the first question. Okay. Now, do you have any questions on future value before we move to present value? It's all clear, right? Yeah, it's all clear. So please uh, keep in mind that all of the numbers in compounding is all in per annum, yearly, yearly, right? From previous question, you did the exercise on bi-monthly. So bi-monthly means 6 times compounded in 1 year, 6 times compounded in 1 year. And then for half yearly, then you need to twice compounding in a year, right? So all of the numbers have to be in 1 year. And please don't forget, if you do not compound in 1 year, like bi-monthly or half yearly, you have to adjust the interest rates. Right? Just for example, from previous exercise, if you compound it for half yearly, then you have to divide the yearly interest rate by 2 because you're going to do twice compounding in 1 year, right? 2 times compounding. Okay, all clear? You can have a break for 10 minutes and then we start with present value. Now, what is the value of 800 now, right? And then $300 to be received in 5 years. What is the value of $300 now? So this is present value. And this is the concept of present value. So instead of adding power to the formulation, we use the discounting. Right? So if you receive like uh, years from now, then you need to discount the value divided by the interest rates, and then you can get the present value. Previously, you search, you find for the future value, and now it's the present value. So if the first case is T0, and then you have something plus y, right? US dollar something. Yeah. The question is, what is the value of T plus Y of XXX US dollar now? Right. So this is the second bit, present value. The first one, you find what is the value of US dollar XXX in T0 up to T plus 1. So this is the future value. Future value means you plus I power n, and present value means 1, right? 1 over 1 plus I over n. So you discount it, right? Okay, right. This is the case. So 800 to be received in 10 years from now. So this is 800, right? 10 years, this is 10. Then you have to search what is the present value of this 800 today, right? With the present, with the interest rate of 10%. So this is the formula. Right. So you can just plug in the value. The future value is 800. Right? So the discount rate is 10%. And then the number of years is 10 years.
Simple aja. Gas, kapal di Karena sebenarnya kan bunga tunggal ya kota. Kalau kelas 10 kalau kelas 10 sama.
Yeah, there is two. Well, we're not sure about online or we have to come to see it. Okay, all done? So again, for B, the future value is 300, right? And then the number of years is 5, and the interest rate is 5%. Okay, right? So this is the result. Right? For A, 308.43. Then for B, 235.06. Right? So this is the present value. So you are discounting the value you are going to get in T plus 1 years from now. Right? Okay. Okay. Different calculator comes up with different values. Okay, done? All good. Next one is this, right? Spend $1,000 today, $10,000 in 12 years, or 25,000 in 25 years, right? Assuming the interest rate is 11%, which one do you choose? Yes.
No.
Nggak ada pilihannya. Nggak ada pilihannya. Masalahnya nggak ada pilihannya.
$1,000 today,
So, sebenarnya kita udah 10.000
$25,000 in 25 years, ya.
Iya, bukannya gitu. Perhitungannya sih memang lebih cuan gitu.
You don't have to count it. What do you mean?
Sama-sama 12 tahun.
You have to calculate the present value, right?
Tapi pertanyaan bukan itu. Loh, pertanyaannya which should you tanya? Choose 25,000 today. Yang kayak orang sih.
If so, there's three calculations that I need to do.
Yeah.
But the one with the 25,000, I don't need to add more. I don't need to add none any of interest in it. I don't need to calculate it again because it's already 25 years. Right? So the one that I need to calculate is the 1,000 from today and 10,000 in 12 years.
Well, it's up to you. If you want to calculate all of those things and then cut all of the three present values for today, then you have three choices, right?
How many years should I add in the calculation?
It's 25 years. It's clear. Saying $1,000 today, you get 10,000, 12 years with interest rate of 11%.
Mm.
So you need to discount all those value in 12 years with 11% annual interest rate, or you can discount it to 25,000 in 25 years with 11%. So you need to do the present value.
If that's the question, then it has to be the 25,000.
I don't know. You have to calculate the value today, right?
Oh, I have to calculate the value today.
Yes, get all value today.
Kita harus hitung value-nya untuk hari ini gitu loh. Jadi kayak 25.000 dalam 25 tahun. Kalau misalnya mau play ke 25 tahun lagi, itu berapa sekarang? Iya.
Sebenarnya bisa saya pakai Indonesia pertama, tapi ya tinggal dibandingkan 10.000 kalau 12 tahun 11%. Sama sih ujungnya.
Pertanyaannya nggak perlu ditulis sampai sini. Just nanti aku belok terus itu kayak pertanyaan itu nggak sih? Misalnya you choose between ini.
Right? So this is the calculation. $10,000 in 12 years, 2858, 2,858. And then 25,000 in 25 years, 1,804. Right? So choose the second one. Yeah, 10,000 in 12 years. Okay, so this is the present value. Okay. Now I'm going to twist a little bit the question like this. This is still the present value. 10,000 5 years. Years compounded quarterly. So how many compounding period for quarterly in 1 year? 4, yeah. Right.
What do you mean by compounded quarterly?
Yeah, so quarterly means 3 months, right? Quarter of 12. Quarter of 12. Quarter of 12, 3 months. So you need 4 times compounding in 1 year.
Berarti interestnya 11%.
Right?
Interest 8% di bawah
Yeah, you need to adjust the interest rates. Please don't forget.
30%. Oh, kalau itu ada independen. Ini ada.
Six, 7, 29. Yeah, you need to adjust the interest rate, right? The compounding period. Okay. Yep. I think we still have time.
M itu tahun di the amount per year compounded. Oh, jadi semi annually nggak bisa compound 2 kali nyetok. Kalau monthly ya 12.
Okay.
Terus kita mau ya.
Okay. Now this is almost the real one. If you want to borrow money from a bank, a finance company, 24% compounded monthly or 26% compounded annually. So you need to check the EAR, right? EAR, effective annual rate.
Kan dikasih.
Yes. For example, the row 24. This is compounded monthly means you compounded for a
One is 2%.
40, 25, 12, right?
So it's compounded annually each week.
Yes.
It's which the finance company is most accepted.
Yeah. And just calculate the effective interest
Or
rate.
you don't need to write numbers.
Yeah, right. Then you can calculate with 24% compounded monthly. That's better than 26% compounded annually or 5%. Yeah, result method.
Finance
Yeah, it's from finance. It's company or bank. Which one do you choose? Six. 182 and 26%.
Correct.
Okay. So the first one, if you calculate 24% compounding annually, so finance company or bank?
Baik. Baik.
Bank. Okay. So in this case, you calculate the lowest cost of borrowing, 26.82 in comparison with 26. Okay. Right. So if you got two or three offers from finance company, from banks, then you search for the effective annual rate. Okay. Think one more, and then we can do the quiz. Right, one more. This is the last one. Monthly fee of 4%. What then? Four percent monthly. Monthly fee of 4%.
Oh, dia
Monthly
tidak perlu
fee.
dibagi.
Oh, monthly. 4% ya, Pak? Oh, beda dari bagian ini beda terus. Biasanya monthly fee kan
Monthly, so you don't have to divide it by 12. So monthly.
So, but it I need to pay the budget, but it's
If 4% yearly, then you have to divide it by 12. But it's 4% monthly. So you don't need to divide it by 12, right? Monthly fee of 4%. Okay. One. Okay, so that's all for the tutorial. We still have like 15 minutes. We can do the group quiz, right? I'll set up the quiz. Quizzes.
oke, Pak.
Uh, Noise week 4, right?
Saya tahu tuh interest dengan 70 soal audiobook.
So as usual, please do it in group. Join my quiz. 3 or 4 groups. One, two, three, four. Okay. Please join the quiz. That's the code.
Udah siap ya? Amatin mo
10 minutes or 5 minutes?